Hard work, it's a tricky one. You know, you ask some farmers, it's all about manual labor. But I believe it's not the manual labor, it's to stick to your goals. And even though at the beginning they seem very far away, staying motivated and working towards it. That's probably the hardest. And then probably when you get a little success, it's easy to give up or just stay placid and say, oh yeah, this is enough success. Don't need to go any further. You know, we're making good money, say working for this farm, or why progress further? It's easy. We don't need to take any more risk. So I'd say hard work is not giving in to that desire. Keep working hard towards your final goal, which for us it was buying a farm. And so we did that. Going forward, it's probably finding a balance. The hardest probably having a family life balance with the farm, putting it all into perspective, trying to, you know, keep everything smooth. It isn't just about money, it's about a lot of other aspects like the family.
So we farm 100 hectares here in Tipoi, and it's Bill and myself, and we have Phil working for us as our 2IC. He runs a lot of the day-to-day jobs and does all the milking and day-to-day things, and frees us up to do a lot more development and strategic planning outside of calving with our kids that help us as needed as well. Building healthy cows is, really vital to us. We love our cows, and we ask a lot of them to be performing at the top end in New Zealand. So to achieve that, I guess, so many factors come together, but obviously at the core is nutrition, vitamins and minerals, getting that right, and preventing disease and metabolic issues, calving issues, getting them off to a good start in their lactation, and also preventing lameness and mastitis and that sort of thing.
Probably the biggest challenge was transition, so from dry to calving, and that was always an ongoing challenge, especially in a grass-based system, because you get the high decads, and you know you're challenged with the grass quality depending on what time of year it is. That with Sollus and having their minerals, it's actually helped simplify it. We learned about they helped us with phosphorus and calcium balancing with the feeds, so they helped us test those feeds. And I always knew in the background that they were important, but putting it all together, having experts that they have available to them has helped me figure it out and work together. And it's actually worked really well, and it's simplified things, which is great. It didn't make things more complicated, which some companies can. They make it so complicated that you lose the plot, and it's nice that that's happened. So I've simplified things, especially this year, the payout and the challenges ahead, able to feed the cheaper feeds and not worry about cows tipping over and having problems with metabolics.
You wouldn't expect an athlete to perform at the Olympics or in any competition when they're not 100%. So it's unfair of us to ask our cows to do that if they're not fully fed and well looked after as best as we can do. I think that for me, the biggest impact since Sollus has come into our lives, I guess, and into our business, was primarily reducing the metabolic disease, ketosis and milk fever, primarily for us, and that's just simplified our life during calving and transition. It's just been almost life-changing to a point, not to have to be running around treating cows as much, or not even, some of them are not even down cows, some of them are just off colour, and our activity monitors have picked that up. But it still costs a lot of money to do preventative treatment and also treating subclinical cases as well. So that was the first thing that was obvious, and I think that was driven by a lot of the advice Not even necessarily the product that we purchase from Sollus, but the advice that's been given to us to help us achieve those goals. And funnily enough, a lot of it was just simplifying the way we do things, which made management so much easier and made our day during calving a lot easier and more efficient. And so it was just a win-win all round, really. Yeah.
We do feed on a feed pad, which helps, so there's not much wastage. But the reality is, so during lactation, it's straightforward. We actually we have a mix wagon, so we take the different products and we mix with the lime, the salt, the mag, and we dilute it a bit with palm kernel and the Lactisol. We mix it in and we create a 1-bit ration, sort of. It's a 1 kilo dose rate. So we then just add that every day, 1 kilo per cow, to our mix wagon with any feeds we're feeding, and it's really easy that way. The other option is, like during calving, you get in different numbers in the milking herd, say 100, 150. You just always add 1 kilo per cow. So if it's 100 cows, you know you do 100 kilos. And straightforward, you just grab a bucket, put it in the mix wagon with all the others, and it just mixes up and you feed it out and they're done. So you don't have to worry about dosatron, you don't have to worry about water leaks, losing minerals that way. There's no drenching on the farm. We don't need to do any of that. It solves all those problems. Sollus has been very, very helpful. I was a little worried, you know, you deal with companies, you think, okay, is it going to increase my costs? What's going to happen there? Are they always going to try to upsell me? And the nice thing about what I found with them is they don't try to upsell me, they actually try to keep my cost at a minimum. So combining all that, I've actually found that they've been very, very helpful with ideas, not just selling me product. It's more than that. And if I have any issues, I just contact them, and they have people that they trust and experts that they know, and they contact them, and is a lot of conversation, and we do testing if we need be, and it's been very, very beneficial.